Okay, in this video I want to show you and talk about everything you ever want to know about symbols in BoardMaker Online. Symbols are the foundation of BoardMaker Online, and with this tutorial it will help you search for symbols within your PCS libraries, incorporate visual images from the web, and use those symbols and images in the boards and activities you create. The first thing you want to do is manage your symbol libraries. User settings in the online editor allow you to manage which picture communication symbol libraries are available to you in your BoardMaker Online account. This is telling you that you will have access to every single symbol that BoardMaker has ever made within your BoardMaker Online account. So all the addendums that BoardMaker has made will be available to you in your BoardMaker Online account. You just need to turn them on. So let me show you how to do that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here. I'm on my home page, and I'm going to go to create an activity. Then I'm going to go and create new blank activity. Once a blank activity opens, go to File, and then go to User Settings. And under User Settings, you have 4 tabs across the top. Please select Symbol and Language. This is where you access all the symbol libraries for BoardMaker Online, are all listed here in this window. Any symbol libraries that you want access to, you check them. Or if you don't want access, you can uncheck them. This drop down here is defaulted by Hide Explicit Symbols. You have other options which you may choose. Further scrolling down here is the presentation order of the symbols, what style of symbol, what form of symbol, gender, skin color, age. These do not eliminate or add to your symbol libraries. It just gives them a priority of what the symbols will look like when they come up, so you can choose them. And you can change these to anything you like in the drop-down menus. Once you select the symbol libraries and any changes you want to make, just hit Submit. Now let me talk about getting images from your computer or from the web or from anywhere and put them in your BoardMaker Online account, that you'll have access to these symbols wherever you log into your BoardMaker Online account. Basically, these are pictures that you'll use over and over again when creating activities or boards. So let me show you where that is located. And let me show you how to import pictures into your My Media folder in your BoardMaker Online account. So if you go to My BoardMaker, across the top you have 4 tabs. Here's My Media. This is where you want to import pictures that you use over and over again. So for example, maybe you have pictures of all your students that you use in activities or boards for BoardMaker Online. You don't have to go to your computer and import them every single time. So let me show you how to import pictures, video, or audio files into My Media. What you need to do is select My Media. Now once you select My Media, you notice there are already some files here. These come pre-installed for every person that has a BoardMaker Online account. And this is a video here. You also have, there's 168 files in your My Media folder, from video to audio to even maybe some pictures. And it imports into your My Media by date that you imported them. So your most recent will appear first. So let me show you how to upload a picture into My Media. So here I just go to Upload File, And once you're here, you have to browse to find the file. The following types of files are allowed. These are the types of images that are allowed. These are the types of videos that are allowed. And these are the types of audio files that are allowed to use with BoardMaker Online and to be stored into your My Media section of your BoardMaker Online account. So let me find a picture. So I'll go to Browse, and I go to where I know that picture is stored on my computer. So let me find it. It's on my desktop, and let me find the picture. So the picture I want to use is called Testland JPEG. So I select it by one click and then hit Open. So now it opens up the picture so you can see what it is. Once the picture is open, come down here and name it. You have to name it and be very particular how you name this file, because when you search for it, it will search by this name. So I'm going to type in just breakfast for right now. So when I search for it and I search for breakfast, it will come up. And the label is what label you want this picture to be. When you import it into your board or your activity, the label comes with it. What do you want that label to be? I'm just going to name it breakfast as well. And I'm going to just check this box to have it available for a simulate image. We won't go over that right now, but I want it available in case I want to use it. And then I'm going to hit save. So now, as you can see, this picture is now uploaded into my media section of your BoardMaker Online account. Now you can, anywhere you log into your BoardMaker Online account, you'll have access to that picture. Okay, so now let me show you how to place a symbol in a button. The easiest way to put labels and symbols into buttons is through the process called Edit in Place. This is true whether you creating the board or activity from scratch or using a template to create boards and activities. So let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to go to Create Activity, and I'm just going to use a new blank activity. Once I get here, I'm going to create a button. I click here on the Create button, and I'm going to drag out a button. Now, if I want to place a picture in this button, if I click inside the button and I just type dog, D-O-G, and hit my Enter key, it will come up with all the symbols related to dog. If I want to select one of those symbols, I would click on it and then hit select. And there's the symbol, goes right into your button. Okay, so now remember the picture that I put in my media folder called breakfast? I'm going to edit in place and put breakfast, and it will automatically put that symbol available to me along with all the other PCS symbols. So my button is highlighted. I'm going to click inside this button. I'm going to type in breakfast and hit my Enter key. Once I hit my Enter key, all the symbols for breakfast come over, including the latest one I just put into my media folder. I'm going to select it, and now that symbol has come over as well. Now, if I want to search the web for a digital picture, I can do it this way. So my button is highlighted, I'm going to click in here and type in dog again and hit Enter. By default, it's going to go to the Symbols tab here in the upper left. I'm going to click on the web search, and then I'm going to retype dog, D-O-G, and hit my magnifying glass. Now it's going to go out to the web to try to find that picture, any picture of a dog. If I want to select a picture of the dog, I click on it and hit select, and then that picture comes right over to my button or activity. Another way you can search for symbols is by highlighting the button here and go over to Symbols in the upper right hand corner right here. Tap on it, and now you can search in the Symbols folder for dog, and hit the magnifying glass, and it brings up the same results. From here, you have to click and drag them over to the button. Or, let me create another button. If I wanted to search my media, I would click here, type in the search, so I know there's a picture called breakfast, and hit the magnifying glass, and there's a result showing breakfast. Click and drag it over, and it goes into my button. And let me create another button. And if I want to search the web for a picture or a symbol, click down here where it says web search. Click your search term like house, hit the magnifying glass. It brings up all kinds of pictures for a house. If I want to use it, bring it over, and it comes right into the button. So this shows you how to search for symbols, my media, and web search. Okay, now I want to show you how to put 2 or more symbols in a button. What you need to do is change the button type from standard to group. And how do you do that? Well, right here the button is highlighted. Over on the right hand side are all the properties of that button. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and hit where it says button type. I'm going to hit group. Once I do that, I can go to symbols up here in the upper right, and I'm going to put in fries. And search for the French fries. Okay, once I see the symbol I want, I drag it over. And now, since now this is a group button, I can have multiple symbols on one button. So now I can readjust. So here's a hamburger, French fries. I can move them around. And let me come over here and search for milk, a milkshake. And search for it. That's what I want. Bring it over. And now I'm going to go back to my properties. Now this is the properties of this symbol. So I don't want any labels. So I could over here and put symbol only. If I want to eliminate the label here, symbol only. Symbol only here. So now I'm going to rearrange some of these. I might make them a little bigger. Rearrange them a little bit on the button itself. And now I want to put a label called Happy Meal on here. How do I do that? By hitting my label button here and clicking and dragging the label box. And I'm going to put Happy Meal. This here is the properties of that text box right here. If I want that text to be bigger, I can make it bigger. If I want the text color to change, I come here and I can change the text color. If I want to change the background of that text box, here's where I would change that. So now, here's the button. If I wanted to make copies of this button, or I could even move this text box around by clicking on it. And moving it around. If I wanted to make multiple copies of this button, I had to highlight the button, hit my spray tool, and now I can make copies of that button. Here's an example of 2 symbols on a button for no running. So I put the running symbol here, and the symbol over it is a symbol for no. So no running. I hope this lesson has given you some insight on working with symbols with BoardMaker Online. Thanks.